It is July the 8th, 2026. Why are we still talking about trading George Pickens for Maxx Crosby? Let's talk about it right here on the Cowboys Update.
It's very simple. Dak was indispensable in my mind. And so, yes. And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole. What? Did I talk to Michael?
Micah.
Did I talk to Michael?
Micah.
What's good, people? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Dallas Cowboys Update, brought to you by dopecontent.com.
Yeah!
This is your host, K. Lou here, man. Thank you for joining. If you see this on YouTube, hit the like button. Leave a comment. It helps the stream go a long way, and it's free. If you see it on the website, just thank you for watching on the website and appreciate you. Much love to you.
Yeah!
Now, here we are again. It is July the 8th. Training camp is right around the corner. We've already went through the draft. We already went through the franchise tags and if he's going to show up and not, whatever. We've already went through all of that. And yet we are still talking about trading George Pickens for Maxx Crosby. Why are we still talking about it? I'll tell you why. Because one of the best media members down here, former scout, y'all know his name if you're down here in Cowboys media. You know him around the world. Actually, it's not just in Dallas. Brian Broaddus, man, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. One of my favorites, man. He had a strong take a couple of days ago and it went viral, saying he would trade George Pickens and a one for Maxx Crosby. Don't believe me? Let's take a listen to it right here.
Would offer a one in Pickens.
That's a lot.
To the Raiders.
Would you really?
Yeah.
A first-round pick and Pickens?
Yeah.
For Maxx Crosby right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, dude. You think Crosby's going to have a bigger impact on your team than Pickens is?
I think he absolutely will. Yes, I do. I think, to me, we're right now, the thing that is holding this, and I know Pickens was incredible last year, but the one thing that is holding you back is this defense. You add him to this defense. Word Sharp have this defense rank overall.
That's the take. The thing that's holding this team back is the defense. And I get why he feels that way because what happened last year, right? And even I said on my last video, I still have some question marks, in the secondary. Like, I don't know what Deron Bland is going to be this year. Can Siobhan Revel, however you say his last name, is he going to step up like we think he is? Or, is he going to have another, mid-year, right? You got a lot of question marks, and you got a first-year defensive coordinator, which everybody seems to love, which is great, but you got to be reminded that this is his first year as well, right? But at the same time, trading George Pickens at this point, again, it's July 8th, at this point, and a first-round pick, it just doesn't make sense to me, especially for Maxx Crosby. Now, we look into Maxx Crosby. Hell of a player, man. Great player. He'll be 29 years old at the start of the season. Now, over his career, he has 69 and a half sacks, so just say 70 sacks, right? In 7 years, which means he's basically a 10 sack a year guy, which is dope, which is fire. Last year, he had 10 sacks, 73 tackles before the injury. Before that, 7.5 sacks, 45 tackles. And then he had 14.5 sacks in 2023. And then he had 12.5 sacks in 2022. His rookie season, he had 10 sacks. And then it was 7 sacks, 8 sacks. So he's a beast. And I can see it on paper. It looks great. Maxx Crosby, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary. I get it. And then Overshown behind them. I get it, right? I get it. It looks good on paper, but I don't know, man. My mindset is I'm not getting rid of George Pickens and the first. We even have some creators, and I'm talking about top creators here. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want nobody to come in my comments or see this clip and start attacking those people if you disagree, because that's what y'all like to do. somebody would say something you disagree, you don't just have a conversation with them. You start calling them names and all type of stupids and just y'all get personal, right?
Bruh.
So I'm not even going to say the person's name that I had a back and forth with, but he is a top creator in the Cowboys space. He does a lot of work, a lot of film work. He knows what he's talking about. And I disagree with him. He even said he's going to add Tyler Smith to the trade. So it'll be Tyler Smith, George Pickens, and a first round for Maxx Crosby.
Oh, hell no.
You lost me on that one. That is way too much. George Pickens was a top 10 receiver. He's 25 years old. He's been the perfect a great teammate here, right? No distractions, no attitude problems like y'all said he was going to have last year. Pretty much best friends with CD. Loves Dak. Dak loves him. The coach loves him. Schottenheimer loves him. Right? The whole team loves him. He even went against David Mulugeta and showed up to mini camp, and he signed the franchise tag. And he keeps saying he's not worried about all that. He wants to be in Dallas. Like he's not worried about the money and all. He wants to be in Dallas. He wants to play with CD. He wants to play with Dak. He wants to win here in Dallas. He loves the city, right? He's been perfect, basically. And you're trying to get rid of him, and then you're throwing in a first round pick for a guy who couldn't pass the physical in Baltimore. Baltimore traded for Maxx, and they was like, nah, we gonna send him back. No, I'm sorry. And then we're gonna get an older guy out of Cincinnati. Like, nah, brother. If Baltimore send you back and they see something, like I don't know. Why would I trade George Pickens, a healthy George Pickens, a first round pick, and then like one of my homies said, and add Tyler Smith? Why would we do that? Like, I'm convinced that Cowboys fans and creators and media members, I'm convinced that we're not used to having a quiet off season. Because here we are in July, and now starting to just start conversations with crazy takes. I'm sorry. I love Brian Broaddus. I respect him. I respect the content creator that I'm talking about. Again, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want y'all to come in here. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect him for disagreeing, right? So I'm not going to say the other content creator's name. But, yeah, highly respect the people. I love them to death, man. I love their content and everything, right? But it's no way in hell I'm trading George Pickens and a first for Maxx Crosby. It's definitely no way in hell I'm trading George Pickens, a first, and Tyler Smith for Maxx Crosby.
Oh, hell no.
And the reason I say that is, like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I have this PTSD about when the Cowboys did have multiple people on the line and it didn't work out for them because they didn't have a number 2 receiver. Y'all remember in 2023? Y'all remember in 2023 when we went up against the 49ers in the playoffs? What happened then? Matter of fact, I'll pull it up for you. You see this line? You see these photos right here? You see Michael Parsons, you see Dorrance Armstrong, you see Tank Lawrence, you see Randy Gregory. Those are 4 beasts right there. What did they do? What happened in the playoffs when we played the 49ers? Defense did all right. They held the 49ers to 19 points. But what did the offense do? 12 points. Who's the number 2 receiver? Noah Brown? Michael Gallup? Let's look into what they did. Let's take this off the screen. 2023. You see it. It's right here, right? 19-12 at home. Cowboys 13-6. Dak 23-37, 206 yards, 2 interceptions. Zeke 26 yards, Dak 22 yards, Tony Pollard 22 yards. We had fire and lightning. We had lightning and thunder in the backfield. They couldn't do nothing either, right? CeeDee Lamb 6 yards. CeeDee Lamb did his thing as number 1 receiver, but where was his help? Where was his help? Do y'all see it? Where is it? Oh, y'all can't see my mouse. But where is his help? Dalton Schultz, 27 yards on 5 catches. Noah Brown, 21 catches. I'm sorry, 21 yards on 2 catches. Eugene Hilton?
God damn.
Like, Michael Gallup, 0-0-0 across the board. So I've seen this Cowboys team with a great D-line and a great defense. As you see the players here, Osa Odighizuwa, Randy Gregory, Dante Fowler came at one point. Tank Lawrence, Michael Parsons, Dorrance Armstrong. We had a hell of a D-line. And they did their job. They held them to 19 points. Let's see what the 49ers did. Let's go back to this game. Let's see what the D-line did to the 49ers. Let's take this off the screen real quick. Brock Purdy, 214 yards. Don't forget, we still had a prime Trayvon Diggs as well. Right? And we had a hell of a secondary with Malik Hooker, Casey, and Curse. Right? Let's see. George Kittle, 95. Debo, 45. Brandon Ayuk, 26. Run defense. 51 yards, 35 yards for Christian McCaffrey. 11 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards. That's pretty solid. It looked like the run defense was pretty solid to me. Right? But again, we could not score. We couldn't move the ball. We couldn't run. And then CD was the only person doing something. Nobody else was doing anything. Now imagine this same game with George Pickens on the other side. I think it's a different outcome because you can't double CD Lamb anymore. Once he goes off for 10 catches, you can't just double him for the rest of the game because you got to worry about George Pickens. You could go one-on-one with Noah Brown. You could go one-on-one with Michael Gallup after the injury. This was after the injury. That's why Michael Gallup wasn't Michael Gallup. Cavante Turpin, come on now. No, Dalton Schultz, I mean, okay. That's what I'm saying. So I've already seen this team and how they look without a number 2, without a strong number 2, 1A, 1B, whatever you want to call it. And I've seen them with a very strong defense, and it didn't work out for us. It didn't work out for us. Let's go to the next year because we played them again. We played the 49ers again. NFC wild card. This is 2023. Actually, I take that back. I think I did the games wrong. I did them out of order. So I did do the games out of order. But anyway, we played the 49ers twice. We lost again in the playoffs. 23-17. Dalton Schultz, 7 catches. Amari Cooper, who Cowboys fans said he disappeared and he low-key did disappear in big games, right? Head-to-head matchups. Amari Cooper, 6 catches, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. It's not bad. Cedric Wilson, 5 catches, 62 yards. CeeDee Lamb, I believe this was his rookie year or his second year. 1 catch, 21 yards. Right? Defensive line, we had Michael Parsons. We had Osa Odighizuwa. We had Dorrance Armstrong. We had DeMarcus Lawrence. We had Randy Gregory. We had Neville Gallimore. Cornerbacks, we had Trayvon Diggs. We had Jordan Lewis. We had Malik Hooker. We had Jaron Curse. We had DeMonte Casey. And then we had Leighton Vander Esch, who was good that year, at the linebacker position. So again, we had a good defense. And then Anthony Brown was there. I forgot about Anthony Brown. We had a good defense, but we couldn't score. 2 games in a row against the 49ers, we couldn't score. So I'm not trying to get rid of somebody that can help us score when I've already seen what it looks like when we have a good defense but can't score. That's just me. That's just where I'm at with it. I've seen this team. Now, let's go to the Packers game. We scored, but look when we scored. And look at the score before we started scoring, right? Green Bay, NFC wild card, 2024. Just came in and just BTA from jump. 27 points in the first half.
God damn.
To our 7. We couldn't score in the first half. We started scoring when it didn't matter no more because they came out in the third quarter and scored another 14.
Bruh.
And then they scored 7 in the fourth, which put the game away because Dallas did try to make a little comeback with the 16 points, right? Dak had to throw the ball 60 times. We couldn't run the ball. Tony Pollard, leading runner, 56 yards. Dak was second with 45 yards. Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb, both over 100 yards. But again, when did this happen? When did Michael Gallup get his yards? When did CeeDee get his yards and his catches? Brandon Cooks, it was supposed to be our number 2. 6 catches, 47 yards. Jake Ferguson, 10 catches, 93 yards. It wasn't bad. But we couldn't run the ball. And we couldn't stop them. Who was on the defense then? Let's see. We had Deron Bland, Stephon Gilmore, Damone Clark, Jaron Kearse, Jonathan Hankins. Let's look at the D-line. Jonathan Hankins, DeMarcus Lawrence. We go talk about DeMarcus Lawrence just real quick. Everybody say DeMarcus Lawrence wasn't yada yada. DeMarcus Lawrence led the league in run defense grade. He led the league as far as, let me pull this up. He's 85. That was his run grade defense. 85 from PFF, which is first at his position. I couldn't say that right. I was stumbling over my words. My bad. Chauncey Golston, Neville Gallimore, Micah Parsons, Osa Odighizuwa, Dorrance Armstrong. Like the D tackles are not Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark, for sure. But don't act like we didn't have talent on the D line all these years. Jonathan Hankins ain't no slouch. Osa Odighizuwa, y'all know ain't no slouch. DeMarcus Lawrence isn't a slouch. Micah Parsons, you know the beast he is. If we pull up Micah Parsons, let's remember Maxx Crosby, 70 sacks in 7 years. Micah Parsons, let's pull him up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years, 65 sacks. Maxx Crosby, 70 sacks in 7 years. Micah Parsons, 65 sacks in 5 years. Both went down with an injury last year, right? And then when you compare them, their run defense, let's compare their run defense real quick. Maxx Crosby run defense grade last year was 78.7. Micah Parsons was 69.3. Then when you add in double team, Micah Parsons was double teamed 37.8%. Maxx Crosby was double teamed 27%. So Micah is getting double teamed 11% more than Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby does have a better defensive run grade, 78.7, which is 11th last year, versus Micah's 69.3, which was 31st. And then Micah, again, 65 sacks in 5 years. Maxx Crosby, 70 sacks in 7 years. So do what you want with that information. But the talk like Micah wasn't that guy, and he's getting double teamed more than anybody, maybe outside that's not named Myles Garrett. I'm just saying, right? Like maybe he wasn't a great teammate. Maybe that's the whole thing going on right now with his brother going after Rashawn Gary on Twitter. Maybe that's what it was. But like, this guy was a beast. You got a sack specialist right here, a guy that's breaking records. And then on the other side, you had Tank Lawrence, a guy that's leading the league and just won a Super Bowl. He's leading the league in defensive rating. So you had people on the D line. I'm just not with it. I'm just not with getting rid of the offense, right? For D linemen. Because I've seen this team with a dope D line. I still got question marks in the secondary. Just like I had question marks back then. Linebackers, we still got question marks. So, like, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just not doing it. Now, I feel like there's better ways you can shore up this defense. And if we looking into free agents, let's look at the linebacker position, right? Everybody wants Jordan Brooks out of Miami. Perfect. If we could get him, perfect. I'll make a trade for him. But I'm not trading George Pickens or Tyler Smith for him, right? To me, the people I want to look at, Devin Bush. Devin Bush is a talent that I feel like he's underachieved so far, but I think he's talented as hell, and he'll be cheap. Devin Bush, I would look at him. Jerome Baker, Deion Jones, Shaq Thompson is still out there. Let's see, Anthony Walker Jr. is out there. Yeah, whatever. Bobby Wagner. Everybody wants the Cowboys to get Bobby Wagner. I mean, I get it. He's the vet. I get it. Levante David, I don't know if he's retiring or not, but if not, he's still out there, right? But you talking about 2 36-year-olds, right? Kenneth Murray, absolutely not. But the people I would look at, if we can't get Jordan Brooks, it would be Devin Bush, somebody that's young and cheap. It'll be a Jerome Baker. It'll be a Deion Jones, right? It'll be a Shaq Thompson. Like, those are the people I would look at. Devin White, I did not know he was free. Devin White is somebody I would look at. Eric Kendricks is actually somebody I would bring back. Like, he wanted to come back last year, but typical Dallas. And let's see. So that's that, right, for linebackers. But let's get into some DNs. Joey Bosa is out there. Hassan Reddick is out there. Leonard Floyd is out there. Von Miller, he's older, but he's still out there, right? He's a Dallas guy. Derek Barnett is out there. Kyle Van Noy is out there. Jadeveon Clowney, Dallas has already passed up on him. Marcus Davenport, that's somebody you could possibly look into as well. Quentin Bell is a name. Cam Jones. So you got some people out there. The fact that Joey Bosa is still out there is pretty wild. Right? So and Hassan Reddick, I don't know what the deal is with him, but there's some names you can bring in that can help out your D-line right now. You still got a good D-line as is. Rashawn Gary, I think he's going to be better than what y'all think he is. Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams, I'm 100% confident in him. Kenny Clark, we'll see, right? We'll see on Kenny Clark, because he's not the same Kenny Clark for sure, but we'll see. He's still young. Dominic Ezeraku, I think he's gonna have a good season. Sam Williams, he's talented as hell. Let's see if Christian Parker can get the best out of Sam Williams. It's a lot of question marks, and I'm not trying to just bring in. I'm not trying to get rid of a draft pick, a top 10 receiver. I'm not trying to get rid of guarantees for another question mark, because Maxx Crosby to me is another question mark. How healthy are you going to be this season? Why did Baltimore send you back for failing the physical? That's another question mark. And you willing to give up George Pickens? You willing to give up a first round? And some of y'all are willing to give up Tyler Smith, your best O-lineman, for a question mark? I'm sorry, I can't do it. And if you are on the side of getting rid of George Pickens, right, because you feel like they might not re-sign him or whatever, here are some of the available receivers: Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel. If you do get rid of Pickens, Deebo Samuel is somebody I would look at. Curtis Samuel, DeAndre Hopkins, Noah Brown. We already been there, done that. Keenan Allen, Jahan Dotson, Josh Reynolds, Zay Jones, Hunter Renfrow, Sterling Shepard, Sky Moore, Dante Pettis, Brandon Cooks. We've been there, done that. Gabriel Davis. I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of fell off the map. But yeah, so you got a few names on the D-line as far as DN and wide receivers you could possibly look at, but I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not willing to do that. And it's too late. You should have did this before the draft. If you was going to trade Pickens for Max, you should have did it before the draft. The draft is over. So you can't just go out and redraft and say, I'm going to go get this young guy. You can't do that now. The draft is over. You should have done it then. So that's my take on it. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment sections, because I went 5 minutes too long here. My bad, y'all. I wasn't planning on going this long. I was not planning on going this long, but here we are. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate y'all for joining. Let me know what you do in the comment section. If you would trade, what would you trade? If it was just a first round for Max, sure, I'd do it. But first round and George, and a first round and Tyler Smith, absolutely not.
Oh, hell no.
So that's where I stand on it. And I gave you the reasons why. I've seen this. In my opinion, I've seen this team with great defensive ends before, and I saw what they did without a solid number 2 receiver. So I'm just I'm not with it. I'm sorry. Till next time, y'all be safe, man. Appreciate you joining. Yeah. And I am out.
It's very simple. Dak was indispensable in my mind. And so, yes. And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole. What? Did I talk to Michael?
Micah.
Did I talk to Michael?
Micah.